Welcome back, Game with King family, to another F1 Clash video. We're here for our Canada Cap qualifiers. It's day three, so sorry about that. Didn't have the time to do the qualifiers on the previous days. So we're going to be entering here. We're going to be going contenders as we are just above 1,000 team score. So we should be just at the bottom of the contender table there. Let's see if we can make it to the final round in contenders here. So we're going to be going in. Let's see. Friday is the worst day you could try to qualify. Wednesday and Thursday is the easier days. Alright, so for our first race, let's jump on into it. Remember to smash the like button if you haven't already done so, and subscribe to the channel if you're not yet subscribed. And there we go. So we're going to be gaining some reputation here for these qualifying. So it's going to be overtaking and cornering for Canada first race. So we need to go to our cornering setup. Currently I have all my speed set up. I think this is my cornering setup with the most cornering. So let's go. See what we can do. Here we go for our first race on Canada. Let's see where we qualify. I'm expecting to qualify in the back here. Somewhere in the back. Alright, so P21, P23. That's kind of where I'm expecting to qualify. We're going to go for cornering and overtaking boost with some race start. So we're going to go with a couple so we can make up some place. Let's go. You could switch the strategy up and go for one stop and one driver on the medium tires, and then go for a two stop and one driver on the hards. Alright, we got a perfect start from one of our drivers there. Let's see if Bortoletto can make his way up. A good start from him. Oh, Bortoletto is the one who's stuck. Behrman is the one who's making his way up, so let's kind of free up Bortoletto from the pack here and try to make up some place with him. He's in this jam. Behrman is already up to P8, which is pretty nice. Bortoletto now on his way up. Squeeze up the inside here. Around the outside he tries. Didn't get it. So we'll cut him back down there. Alright, so we're up P7, P13 right now. Looking good. We're going to attack. Making up to P. We got P12, but it got retaken. There to attack. Behrman making up some place. Let's give some support to Bortoletto. Behrman. Ooh, a safety car. A safety car on lap 2. Alright, so we're gonna take this opportunity for the safety car. We want to go for some soft tires again. If we go for the hard tires on this safety car, we could go to finish on those hards, but we're going to go for the softs, and then we'll have one pit stop to go. Everybody's going around, so that's pretty good. So we basically got a free pit stop here, so we could go up to lap 6 and then come back to some softs and continue the race. So we gave up a good amount of positions. That's fine. We're on fresh tires compared to the rest of the pack. Most of them are on mediums and hards, so most of them were planning to do one stop anyways, while we were planning to do a two stop. So the one stop strategy is the best strategy here at Canada. 4-4 would be the recommended strategy, or if you're going to go for 5 and 3 hards, then softs, but 4-4 is the optimal strategy here. We're going to get ready to boost. We want to be making back up some positions, so we're going to boost back up, use this little power unit that we have to make up some place, cut down and boost back up, boost up, alright, cut down there and boost back up. Good. Alright, so Behrman back up to P5, Bortoletto up to P14, 13 now. And we're looking good. We're going to go around for another lap. P5. Push, push, push. Alright. Alright, we could go to pit now for these soft tires. And we should be able to go to finish on them. Bortoletto could go around for another lap. So I'm going to push Bortoletto for the other lap while we push in Beerman. Now. So those are on the hard tires, making their stop with Beerman. He's back out in P4. Can he squeeze P4 off them? Yes, he can. Up to P3. Nice pit stop there from Beerman. To come back out in P3. Kind of controlling the pack right now, holding them back. As Bortoletto will be going into pit. He's just at 4% tires remaining. Almost there. Now he's out. We're going to boost him from there into pit. Nice. So he should get out for at least P11. Let's see if he can get out. Slams in there. Out in P7. Alright, we can try now and squeeze past P6. Up the inside. Got him there. Push for Beerman up this corner. See if we can squeeze up the inside of Piastri. Got him. Lando Norris. It's the other one we want to pass. With our Bortoletto, we're going to hold. And then we're going to boost here. See if we can squeeze on this corner. Here we go. Gets in Lando. Alright, so now it's a matter of keeping both drivers in P3 and P5 to finish this race. Great drive from both our drivers. The safety car came in there and we took full advantage of that. So P3, P5 here at Canada. So for our next Canada race, we're going to go for the medium tires and go for the one-stop strategy. Alright, let's take a quick look now at the debriefing window. So we made the switch to the cornering setup here at Canada as the track requires cornering. Right. And there we go. As for strategy, definitely recommend doing the one-stop instead of going for a two-stop. Why, as you can see, majority of the drivers were doing a one-stop strategy there. All right. As for the match, there we go. Rival is also using a high cornering setup. So yeah, that's a thing. Now, let's jump into our next race. Here we go for our next race. We are on Spa for this one. So the requirement for Spa is power unit and tire management. So we've made the required changes and we're running a power unit setup. So we're going to go for power unit and tire management boost, which we're going to be using the Frost. I don't really have a lot of the Frost. You could use the Palm if you have a lot of it. You can use the Nazar if you have a lot of it. So we're going to be going with the Frost here. I love the race start, so I'm going to always select a boost with some kind of race start, and we're going to go with the soft tires as we have extremely good tire management from the boost, so we should be able to go 3-3 here at Spa. Alright, let's go average start, good start, not the best of starts. Up the inside, please, Bortoletto, go up the inside. Alright, so Bortoletto got stuck on the outside, so we didn't manage to pick up any position with the race start boost here. Bortoletto basically stuck and stalled out all of the race start. Look at that, he just stalled out all of the race start. Alright, so let's see if we can squeeze up some positions with Beerman. Now he wants to attack Bortoletto. Now he wants to attack after he stalled out the entire race start. Alright, let's see if we can use Beerman now to make up some place up to P17. Alright, so pushing. Power unit is lasting very long here. It would normally be out by now. So I guess the power unit setup gives your power unit a longer duration. Instead of giving you a lot more power on your power unit, it gets more duration, right? So all the time, since the power unit feature has come into the game, I always wonder like, what does the power unit feature do? You know, as I've always said that we don't see your car recharging faster or anything. It's always just look like it does nothing. But now I clearly see what it does in F1 Clash 2025. So that's awesome much, allowing us now to see the effects of the power unit. Let's see if it charged a bit faster. So we can squeeze in front. We cannot. Alright, so we're gonna line up and we're gonna go to pit. Hit this DRS right after this corner to get the maximum amount of it. Right after to get the maximum amount of it. There we go. Making up some places. And now let's put in our go to pit orders now. While we're going to pit, we want to charge. Let's charge Bortoletto. Come in. Give him the support he needs as he makes his way. So we don't see any difference in charging. The charging rate is basically the same. For the charging rate. Where we see the difference is the duration of the power unit. It lasts a lot longer. So that was good to see. We're gonna hit that DRS up here. Always remember to hit your DRS with your ERS on full boost to get the full effect. I should make a video on that as well. Let's go down there. We're in P10, P14 where we were before we made our pit stop. Let's see if we can charge up a little bit of the power unit so we have a little bit to play around with. Some people in pit. Boost here, boost there, so we can pass pit real quick. We can pick up a position as well. Nice, we did. We're gonna boost up and then hit that DRS. Boost up, hit that DRS. Floor it Bortoletto. There we go, all the way up to P7. So we didn't make it all the way up to P7. 1 lap to go. We're gonna let our power unit charge a bit. Bearman wants to take P6, P5 here. Right, let's just charge and not attack just yet. We'll attack with DRS. Alright, we got P5. Ooh, he got a break now. Let's cut back up now for our final attack here at Spa. Let's boost up power unit. Boost up power unit. Hit that DRS. Hit that DRS. Can we make it up to P3? Yes, we can. And up to P6 with Bortoletto. Can he squeeze P5 around the inside? Yes, he can. Alright, so looking good. P3, P5. Up to P2 now. Right, let me see if I can attack P5, P4, P3 here with my P4 here with Bortoletto. Ooh, we have an opportunity here to attack both. So we're gonna do the attack, a double attack. Ooh, we tried. It didn't give us. They blocked us. We tried. Alright, so P3, P5 once again. Awesome race here. Though we didn't get the best race start. We wanted to have a better race start than we got. Bortoletto basically just snagged us on the race start, but we did manage to come back and make up some positions. And I did finally in F1 Clash 2025, we see what the power unit setup does. Alright, which is nice. Alright, pretty good. Alright, let's take a quick look now at the debriefing window. We use the same drivers, Bortoletto and Bearman. And as for our setup, we had the power unit setup. The rival had a better power unit setup than us there. They have a higher level rumble and a higher level arrow blade, so their power unit setup was a lot better. But yeah, we managed to pull off the victory in that one. All right, so let's jump on into the next race and see what we can do in that one. Here we go for our next race on Japan with qualifiers here. It's cornering and defending, so we did change our setup to the cornering setup. Let's see. Alright, 21, 23. So we're definitely going to be just qualifying in the back, and it's going to be a matter of if our drivers can make up some places as they go along. So we're going to go for the Prince boost here. That gives us cornering and defending with a good amount of race start. I love the race start boost, so I'm always going to be selecting the boost with race start. Doesn't matter if it's the best boost for the track or not, as long as it has some of the track stats and it has race start, that's the boost I'm going with. Alright, so we got a perfect start and a good start from Bortoleto. Alright, Bortoleto, move out of the way and let my Beerman get into position. Alright, now we see Beerman passing, nice, because he got that perfect start. Now we can see him trying to make up some place. Alright, so he's stuck, so we're going to cut him down as he's stuck, and then we're going to boost him back up. Alright, now we see Beerman getting into place, but Bortoleto pushed him there. Alright, we managed to squeeze up into some places. It's a wet race, so we want to make as much use of the race start. As you can see, the power unit is basically finished on this one, while in our previous race, you saw the power unit last a little bit longer because of the power unit setup, which is very nice. Finally, I can see what the power unit does. Alright, so I can't cuss anymore to say what really does the power unit do. Now we see the power unit having some effect in F1 Clash 2025. Alright, let's see if we can squeeze into some more positions here using this power unit. Squeeze up the inside, around the outside he went, and so no inside line there. Alright, so we lost a place there with Beerman. We're going to charge up a bit, and we're going to try and attack these three down here. See if we can squeeze up. Why are you going around the outside, Beerman? You were on the inside line. Why did you just go around the outside like you're saying, yeah, I'm not going to be overtaking nothing? You know, he's saying like, yeah, I'm not going to be overtaking anything. I'm just stuck here in P12. Alright, let's try and attack again. Up the inside. Man has the line, but he's just getting stuck, sticking behind Antonelli for some strange reason. Now he lost the place, costing my Beerman to lose a lot of places as well. Alright. He's stuck on Antonelli. Let's boost one more time. Beerman is just stuck. Right, we're going into pit. Let's see if we can get some jump with a fast pit stop time, 2:95, and we're back out in P11. So we did get the jump on some of them. Alright, there we go. P18 is where we're at as well. Back out with our Beerman. Alright, so since our Bortoleto seems to have been stuck, we're gonna put some of the focus now on our Beerman. A car suffering a breakdown. You know, we slammed into the back of a car and we're just stuck on this car suffering a breakdown. Can't pass. What's going on with overtaking here? Alright, here comes Beerman now to pick up the place. Bortoleto stuck in P11. Let's see if we can squeeze past P10 in pit here. Yes, we can. Let's see if we can use our Beerman, give him a little bit of a push. There's no traffic. P16 right up the road. Game slowing our Beerman down, trying to get Lance Stroll to pass. The game it's gonna make Lance Stroll pass. Yeah, I figured. It basically slowed us down so Stroll could pass while we were boosting away. Now we can squeeze back up the inside of Lance Stroll. The game will do that sometimes. Sometimes a car behind will attack and they are successful in their attack and they'll get to pass. Right? So they'll slow you down to let them pass because they attack. It doesn't matter if you're boosting or not. slow you down and let them pass. Then you get to re-attack and take back the place. Alright, let's see if we can squeeze past Antonelli. Again, we slammed into the back of Kimi Antonelli, not able to pass. Let's see if we can squeeze our Bearman into position. We finally pass Kimi Antonelli. We want to squeeze back into P18 with our Bearman. Alright, so squeeze into P7, and then he just lost it. Alright, squeeze. So we can squeeze back in position here. Oops. Oops. You realize what I just realized, right? We didn't pit. We didn't pit. That's 0 tires. We didn't pit. Didn't realize we didn't pit. Alright, so that's 0 tires. That's 0 tires. P19, we have a good distance. P8 should be able to go to the line. P8 should be able to go to the finish line. There we go, P8. And let's see if we can hold P20 at least with our Bearman here. Should be able to hold at least P20. There's P21, he's coming. P21 is coming. Let's see if we squeeze through this corner and hit that straight. P21 is coming. Alright, he got us. So P21 got us. So we managed to finish P21. We didn't even realize that we did pit. We were too interested in trying to overtake here that we didn't realize that we didn't make our second pit stop. But we still managed to get 21 points, which is pretty nice. Alright. We went back for the cornering setup in this one. Regular 3-3, there was the match with the rival, and that was the car. We had the better car. Alright, so it seems like we're matching with people running cornering setups here as we're running cornering setups. We're not matching with any mismatch in setup. Here we go for our final race. We're on Austin, Texas for this one. Let's go. Qualifiers, P21, P24, where we've been qualifying all event. So we want to go for the race start. So it's tire management and cornering. So we want some tire management in there. We want some cornering in there, and we want some race start in there. So we're gonna go with the Nazir here. Should be able to give us. I don't think we're gonna be able to get 3 laps with the Nazir with our Bearman there. So we're going to go for medium tires. Hopefully Bortoletto gets a good start in this one. He has been struggling all qualifying with his start. Right, so he has a fast start and a good start from Bearman. And he's on the outside line, so good start from Bortoletto. He got a good amount of places from the outside there. Bearman is kind of stuck on his line, so we're going to cut him down, boost him back up. See if he can squeeze up the inside. Alright, so he's stuck. Now we can squeeze him. Get that place. He's stuck again. And we're going to cut down and squeeze him up. Beautiful. Let's see if we can squeeze up the inside line here. He's on the line. He's on the line. We should have gotten AI Bearman there. We finally got him anyways because we were on the line. Let's see. Alright, so he could have gotten the softs or Bearman, and he would have done a lot better with his start there. Alright, no worries. We're in P19 and P10. We don't want to pay too much attention to Bortoletto and allow Bearman to just get pushed back. Ooh, rival with DRS. We don't have any DRS here, as my cornering setup doesn't use any of the DRS parts. Only the power unit setup used the DRS parts. Alright, Bortoletto is killing it. He's making up the places. Bearman, on the other hand, is kind of stuck in the back here. He's the one we want to focus on to try and get into some position. We're speeding to go to pit quarters for softs for both drivers. As we pay a little bit of attention now to Bearman, see if we can squeeze him into some place. Up the inside. No inside line there. We're in charge a bit. Cut up. Alright, so we have the inside line. We wanted him to just take that corner sharp. He forced into that corner. Now he gets up to P18. Alright, we're pushing our Bortoletto, who should be in pit. And let's push in our Bearman. Alright, Bortoletto back out in P9. Bearman back out in, got blocked, P22. Squeezing P21. So no P21 there. Alright, so some of these guys are going to be going into pit in front of Bearman. We want to try and squeeze this position out. Come on, power unit. Where is that power unit? Alright, we got P21. We have a little bit of power unit to boost. Let's push it there. Up the inside. There we go. Let's push Bortoletto. See if he can squeeze into P7. Yes, he can. Picks up those who are in pit up to P5. Bearman charge. Up the inside. Then attack. There we go. And we're picking off a few of them. He's in pit. We're up to P15. Let's charge here. No traffic in front of Bearman. Ooh, it's a long way to go to traffic. Let's see if we can close the gap to P14 with our Bearman. Our tires, a few of them will be going into pit as well. So we want to close that gap. Let's fire up this power unit. And then we'll just charge a bit. Let's hit that Bortoletto. And so here goes a few in pit. We're going to hit that power unit with our Bearman. See if we can close the gap and catch up to those guys who are in pit. There we go, P11. Alright, hold him off, Bearman. Alright, great job by Bearman holding off Hulkenberg, allowing us to get some power unit so we get boost. As you can see, the game just slowed us down there. Had to let Hulkenberg pass, but we managed to hold him off with a little bit of power unit boost. Charge. Bortoletto on his way to the finish line. It's just a matter of we now holding off P11. Bearman going really wide in that corner. We use this power unit here to create a little bit of a gap to P12. So we should be able to cross the line in P11 without any problems there. A great race there from us. Or Bearman did his best and he managed to squeeze P11. What I might have to do is alter my cornering setup to put in the arrow blade in there. The arrow blade is going to take a good amount of chunk out of the cornering, but we'll probably have to give it up, and so we have DRS for these straights. Alright, so that's basically going to be it for this one. Let me know down in the comments how you guys did. Hopefully you guys have already qualified. If not, then definitely give it a run today. Alright, yeah, we might have to sacrifice some cornering to get the DRS in there. But yeah, we'll see in the opening round tomorrow how we'll go about doing that. Alright, so that's basically going to be it for this one. Let me know down in the comments how you guys did 137. Hopefully that could get us through. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.